is Toy Story, Disney Studios, February 4th, 1995, recording Tim Allen as Buzz.
So this is that beginning section where you like Star Command. Do you read me?
Buzz Lightyear to Star Command. Come in, Star Command. Star Command, come in. Do you read me? Why don't they answer?
When we were making Toy Story, the first one, it was just director John Lasseter and a very small group of us coming up with the characters and the situations, and of course, the toy version of Buzz.
And now we're about to release a film about the origin story of this Buzz Lightyear character. We get to grapple with this question. Who is Buzz Lightyear?
I'm Buzz Lightyear, Space Ranger, Universe Protection Unit.
His job in the first films is to show up and basically push Woody's buttons. He's the best of the best, and he knows it. He understands everything in all the manuals. He's studied the hardest.
Woody, are you all right?
He's the strongest, he's the fastest, he's the estest.
Buzz is the most upright citizen
We will not rest until he's safe in Andy's room.
and takes his policing job very, very, very seriously.
Watch yourself. Miles, who goes there?
He's the straight guy, he's the very literal guy.
Everything that's on the box is the sum total of his knowledge.
I protect the galaxy from the threat of invasion.
He doesn't understand that he's the toy based off of this character on the big screen. He thinks he is that character.
Very impressed with Andy's new toy.
Toy?
T-O-Y, toy.
Excuse me, I think the word you're searching for is Space Ranger.
And the comedy all comes from that disagreement over the nature of the reality.
It was Woody's movie, but you need one for the other to work. It's a dance.
Good morning. I'm Pete. Today we're going to learn how to animate in less than 2 minutes. We type in the Magic Unix command.
In 1990, Pixar had done a bunch of short films. I knew that the goal was to eventually do a feature, and I think the thought was, well, let's do an intermediate step. We'll do a Christmas special using characters from one of the short films, Tin Toy. That just seemed like a very appealing, fun world, the world of toys, seeing things from the toys' point of view way down low.
The thrill was this must be what it really feels like to be this small on the floor and encounter a giant, reckless baby.
At the same time, Disney said, hey, you know what? We'd be willing to spring for a feature. What do you want to do? And we were like, I have no idea. So we thought, well, what if we just use the Christmas special that we were writing as the first act, and then we'll just go from there? Because we had no idea what we were doing. In animation at that time, it was only musicals. So the idea that we could do some other kind of storytelling was really attractive. One of the first things that in our story that happened was that Tinny met this other ventriloquist doll, the old established toy, and this new toy comes and is now threatening this old toy's place in Andy's room. This new, cool, amazing tin toy? So we're like, okay, that doesn't quite work. Like, what was the toy we all wanted as kids? We wanted action figures, with like karate chop action or exploding briefcases, all kind of like these moving parts. Tinny had to go up on the shelf, and his part was taken over by this brand new character that we were creating named Buzz Lightyear.
Initially, Buzz was more of a golden age space hero from the 30s. I did all these things that almost looked like water heaters with fins on them. Things that were based on Roman Legionnaire helmets and all that older classic stuff.
We have so many drawings of Buzz that sometimes it's hard to differentiate. This is one that we have nicknamed Big Hair Buzz. It's a distinguishing part of this